Hello and welcome once again. And in this tutorial, I'm going to discuss with you something that bothers a lot of people, and that is infinite loop. What is an infinite or infinite loop? Infinite, as you know, something that never ends. So sometimes, sometimes by mistake also we do it. We make a condition that's never going to be fulfilled, and then our loop becomes never ending or infinite, right? So let's see what is an infinite loop. Okay, so here we are. I have already set something up here so that we can speed up the things. Normally what happens is we set the for loop like this. We say I is less than or equal to maybe 10, and we say system system dot, and I'll say I here, right? And if I run, it's a simple program. What is it going to print? Any guesses? Yes. Well, it is going to print something between 0 and, well, what did I do? Okay, I made a mistake. That's what I said. Sometimes we make a mistake, and this is the mistake I have made, and you saw what happened. So this should be I is less than or equal to 10. I run it, and it's going to print between 0 and 10. If you see that, that's a very simple loop, nothing great about it. But if what did I do just now? I just made this. I put a 1 there, and it says I is equal to 0, 1 is less than or equal to 10, right? It does not understand what is happening, and then it goes, like berserk. So let's say I change the condition is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, and I run. When I run, what happens? Oh wow, it's going on, right? It's not stopping only. And there'll be a time when it will say overflow because memory can't take any more numbers. Okay, so it's not ending. This is never ending, and this never ending is actually known as infinite loop. Okay, it is infinite loop, and there are many ways to do it. Okay, one is this. I can just change it, and I'll say I is less than or equal to 10. This is the good condition. And what happens if I do that? I miss one parameter. Okay, so when I miss one, which means it is never going to be, like I'm not adding anything to it, so it continues. Okay, so it continues. And what did I do? I missed one parameter here, I plus plus. The value is not going to be incremented. 1 will never be 10. And because 1 will never be 10, so this loop is never going to end, because its loop is going to end when I becomes 10. Okay, there are many other ways to do it. What happens if I write it like this? Will it work? Yes, will it work? And I write, I am in a loop. Okay, so will it work? Let's see. I run it. And when I run it, what happens now? See what is happening. Okay, this is also not going to stop. This will become infinite or infinite. Okay, the reason is there is no initial condition, there is no condition to stop it, and there is no condition to increment the loop. The loop is right because it takes actually 3 parameters separated with 2 semicolons. So 2 semicolons are there, the loop is fine, but I haven't put any initial value, I haven't put any condition, and I haven't incremented it. So that is all correct. So this is another way of doing infinite loop. Okay, we can do it with any loop, like we can say while. Okay, and I'll say while, let's say true. Okay, this is boolean, so while true, and run it. Right, So while true, it remains true because I'm not making it false anyway. So it continues and it becomes an infinite loop, right? There are many other ways to make this infinite also. I can say int I is equal to 1, and I say here I is less than or equal to 10. What happens now? Will it be infinite? Let's see. I run it. Yes. And the reason why would it be infinite? It's going to be infinite because initial value of I is 1. Then I'm saying continue this as long as I is less than or equal to 10. And I will remain less than or equal to 10 because I am not adding any value to I. If I add some value to I here, I plus plus, then only it will become 10. Since I am not adding anything here, it will never become 10 and it is going to become an infinite loop. So I hope it is clear to you what is an infinite loop, right? And now it stops because I am adding 10 to the loop, I 1 to the loop, okay, every time. So it stops at 10. But in case if I don't put this, it becomes an infinite loop, okay. The same thing will happen with, I'll say control X. See, I'll convert it into do while, right? And a semicolon comes here, and if I don't put this, well, run, then again I will never be 10, okay, and see it becomes an infinite loop. So infinite loop is when this condition is never met, okay, when this condition is never met. And when that happens, then your loop never stops and your loop becomes infinite, okay. So this is about infinite or infinite loop, and I'll see you in the next video then. Bye.